Hello everyone, in this video we are going to discuss a very interesting and inspiring chapter of the English literature, and the name of the chapter is Boyhood Days, written by Booker T. Washington. Whose boyhood days are we going to be talk about? About Booker T. Washington. Now, who was Booker T. Washington? He was born in 1865 and died in 1915. He was a prominent African American writer, leader and educator. He was one of the most powerful educators and orators of the 19th century. And this chapter is an extract from his autobiography, Up from the Slavery. And as the name suggests of his autobiography, it means that he was born to a slave mother. In this chapter, we will understand his deep inclination to be educated and how he overcame all difficulties and became a successful person in his life. We are especially going to talk about his boyhood days, the formative years of his life, where he developed his deep desire to be educated and how he went to school. The story stepped in the backdrop when the slaves were declared free, that is Declaration of Emancipation. That is the backdrop of the story. At that time he was 9 years old, and when all the slaves were free, there were two major questions in front of them. One was to have a proper name. A proper name, yes children, a proper name, because till then the slaves never had a proper name of their own. They took the name, the surname of their masters. So they felt the first identity they would have is to have their own name. And the second thing, they felt that since they were free, they wanted to travel and move out of the plantation. This is what happened with Booker. His mother took him to the stepfather in a Kanawha Valley. So the writer says that his journey from Virginia to West Virginia in the Kanawha Valley was a very tedious one, as the clothing and the things were put in the cart, and the major portion the children had to walk. And when they reached the small town of Maldane, he saw his new home, which was a small cabin which his father had arranged. The cabin was not as good as the one in his plantation, because here all the cabins were close together in the cluster and the sanitary regulations were not followed, and there was a constant bad smell out there, foul smell out there. Moreover, being so young, he was sent to work on the furnace factory to add to the family income. But while being on the furnace, while being on work, he realized that he needed to be educated, and he shared his deep desire with his mother. His mother too shared his ambition and procured for him an alphabet book. The point to note here, students, is that the major portion of the alphabet, the writer learnt it. Booker T. Washington learnt it himself. Isn't it noteworthy that he learnt it himself? That was the deep desire in this child at that time. A teacher. As the story proceeds, students will come to know there were many hurdles and problems, but Booker was a solution. The writer, Booker T. Washington, was a solution seeker, not a problem seeker. So every stage there were problems, but he overcame a problem with a proper solution. Right? So here he learned a major part of the alphabet on letters on his own, and at that time there was a common feeling amongst all the colored people that there should be a school for the children and they should arrange a teacher for them. But arranging a teacher for them in those times was very difficult. Somehow a soldier who had come to the town agreed to teach. In return, the soldier would spend one day each at one of the children's cabins. And that day he was served the best of the food, right? So here writer says that he looked forward to the day when the teacher came to spend a day with them. Further, the writer tells us that it was an interesting time where the whole race wanted to be educated, whether they were young children, the young people or the elderly. Everybody wanted to be educated, and hence the day school and the night schools were whole full. The elderly wanted to be educated because they wanted to learn to read the Bible before they die. Although the school came up, but there was still disappointment for the writer because he could not go to school. Why? Because he was already working in the salt furnace and his stepfather did not allow him because he was also adding to the family income. Somehow his father did agree on the condition that he would in the daytime work in the salt furnace and at night he would go to school. Students, it is noteworthy here to see that nothing came in the way of the author. The relentless hard work he did at the salt furnace did not come in way to be educated. He was ready to work hard the whole day and go to school at night. And here he says that he was doing pretty well in the night school, much better than others in the day school. But as a kid, he still had the desire to go to school, to the day school. And for that, his stepfather agreed on the condition that he would work in the morning till 9 o'clock in the salt furnace, and after school, in the evening, he would work over there. So when he went to school, again two problems came in front of him. So we see there were problems, obstacles, but yet he found a very good solution every time. Now here there were two issues in front of him. One, he did not have a second name, that is a surname. So he chose Washington. But when his mother told him that she had decided Taliaferro at his time of his birth, so he changed his name to Booker Taliaferro Washington. And the second issue was that all children were wearing caps or hats to school. He felt uncomfortable and he told his mother about it. His mother, being a lady of substance and integrity, she did not borrow money from anyone. She clearly told him they could not afford a store hat, but yet she spun 2 pieces of the homespun cloth and made a cap for him. So the writer says that he was a proud owner of the first cap, and he went to school. Thus we see that the author became the proud possessor of his first cap. It also taught him a very important lesson, that the solution to problems could be through labor and thrift. Here thrift means that not to spend unnecessary money. He says that to buy a cap, had they taken loan from someone, had borrowed money from someone, that would have been very foolish. Further, his mother demonstrated ingenuity and good judgment by making the cap herself. So it was an important lesson for the writer and for us to know that solutions to problems can be achieved through labor. The second significant thing, as already discussed earlier, was having a surname. Here the writer says he was not aware of his ancestors as he was born to a slave mother. Her mother was a cook on the plantation. She used to cook food for everyone over there. But he was not aware who his ancestors were. But now with having a surname, Taliaferro Washington, now he said that his children would be proud of, because he was giving a surname, a record. Right? And he further states that he was one of those privileged persons who could give a surname to himself. So his full name was now Booker Taliaferro Washington. He retained the Taliaferro which his mother had kept at the time of his birth. The writer states that ends up by saying that it is not right to judge the success of a colored person with others. because the hardships, the obstacles, the struggles they undergo to achieve success is far different from others. One could easily accept a white person to become successful, but he says for them it's a different journey altogether. So he ends up by saying that we should not judge others where success is considered. Thus we see that from this lesson we learn very important things. One, it's a true story where the writer says that nothing can come in between if we are determined to do it. Here at every stage he talks about the problems, he details the struggles and tells how he overcame it by his ingenuity. He says hard work, relentless hard work, and coming up with different solutions, you can become successful. He also shows his deep desire to be educated. And what more, he became one of the most influential persons, and he was awarded an honorary degree from the Harvard University also for his contribution to the American society. Thus we see, children, we learn a lot. I hope you all must have enjoyed this lesson as much as I did and have been inspired by Booker T. Washington as I have been. Thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you and God bless you all.